did.
So
yeah.
how's your time in Glasgow been so far? And this is your second time here, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, last time we were here for like a day and a half and got to walk around a little bit and check out. I think Buchanan over there was kind of some shopping
Oh, yeah.
area. But this time we've been here for this is our fourth day now, so we got some time to kind of travel around a little bit. We went over to Edinburgh and did the tourist thing and walked a good 8 to 10 miles worth of checking sites out over there. But I mean, Glasgow's been amazing as well. It's good food, just hanging out and trying to rest a little bit and see the town. It's been great.
Have you checked out any of the bars or that?
I haven't. Normally, that's not really my scene. I know some of the guys have been out to a couple pubs and checked it out.
Yeah. See, going out into like bars and stuff used to be me every night, but now I'm like, I'm gonna stay in.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely a
completely
homebody,
changed.
and
Yeah.
I don't drink, and I like never have. So
Really?
not that really matters to the going out. I'll still go out
Yeah,
and hang
true.
out, but yeah.
Yeah. So you were a firefighter before your music career.
I was, yeah.
So when you were a first responder, did you ever like expect that your life would take a complete U-turn and you'd be doing this?
Well, I was about 4 years into the fire service when I kind of thought about wanting to do this as a career or kind of finally seeing it as something to possibly pursue. And the fire service enabled me to be able to move to Tennessee. I was in Alabama in the States, and I moved up to Tennessee and got a firefighting job just south of Nashville. So they helped me get a little closer and start networking a little more. And I was there about 3 years and got my first publishing deal and was able to financially leave the fire service. And I mean, I never was sure that it was a possibility, but I mean, like I said, about halfway through there, I kind of started maybe trying a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. So, like, how was it balancing both of them to start with before you were able to leave?
It really was not bad at all. We had a great schedule for it in the fire service. I was 2 days on, and then I'd be off for 4 days.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I was able to go around and play some shows and go to meetings and have rights and things. I would just kind of work them around my schedule. And as they got a little bit bigger to where I couldn't really move them, I adjusted my schedule to them. Some of the guys would work for me and cover my shifts, and I would do the same in return to those guys. And but that just helped it make it even more possible. But it was worked out pretty well from the beginning.
I was about to say something, like with what you just said there, I was about to say something that is probably so cringy, but it's like a proper brotherhood. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is why we played that song from the beginning.
Yeah. It's a cover, isn't it, of a Need to Breathe song. Yeah.
For sure.
So tell us a bit about like your journey into country music. I know you kind of covered part of it with...
Yeah, I mean, I just was blessed to have the type of schedule where I could kind of make money and pay my bills and still have time to pursue this, industry. And I was blessed to have some friends around me that already worked in it, and it's like such a weird kind of connection. I was playing softball, actually, like intramural softball, and a guy on my team, when I put out my very first song, Little Red Wine, he was very entrepreneurial spirit, and he just sent me a message on Facebook. All we knew each other was from the softball field, and he was like, "Hey man, let's work together." And I know what that meant, but I was like, "Hey, sure," and he sent my song to a manager that he knew, and kind of connected us through email, and that's been my management ever since. So that little small connection is what helped that start.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. So obviously your first single, Little Red Wine, came out in 2017, was it?
Yeah.
That's like a good 7-8 years
I know,
ago now.
don't remind me, yeah.
That is one of my favourite songs, I will say. Are you singing it tonight?
Part of it.
Just part
Yeah,
of it?
so
Are you singing Leave Me Alone?
We're not.
Oh no!
We have a very short
Right, I'm going
set.
home.
We're doing like 5 songs. So
Okay, yeah, true. That is one of the things that I did see. I was like, oh, like, because he's just a support act, he's not going to have, like, a huge set.
yeah,
so.
30 minutes is what we got.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just here for you.
But we're hopefully coming back.
I mean, obviously I love
within
Brothers
a year,
Osborne,
I would hope. But
yeah, that's good.
I hope.
But yeah, obviously Little Red Wine came out in 2017. How do you feel that your sound has progressed since that release?
Oh, wow. I mean, it has like progressed, but it's also just changed. I mean, not all of it's been progression. I mean, we've kind of moved around laterally and just figuring things out. It takes a little while at the beginning. And, I mean, some people are blessed to kind of know from the get-go. But I am very excited because of that we discovered, kind of the direction I wanted to go, where I was able to kind of put together a project of songs. We put a lot of music out recently, and we've got a lot of stuff planned for this year that are kind of moving in a new direction. And the writing that I've done, I felt has been very true to myself, and so I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. When can we expect an album? Because we keep getting little EP teasers.
We're not
100%
sure. We've got some ideas, but nothing that we can kind of say officially yet. But yeah.
So obviously you're saying about hopefully coming back within like the next year or so.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean that's definitely the plan, and that's always the hope. And it gets more and more of a real possibilities. But with this tour, it's helping us out a lot. And
Yeah.
we came to C2C, and we hope to come back to that as well. But with all of that kind of in the works, it's kind of helped us, kind of be able to have more connections and try to build a headlining tour. So I'm hoping that happens sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And hopefully, if you do like country to country again, you'll get like an official set instead of, it was just the wee introduced in Nashville bit
right,
you did,
it was,
wasn't it?
it was, yeah.
Yeah. So that weekend, I came to that weekend, but the Saturday was the day that you were in Glasgow, and that was the only day that I could not get off of work.
Oh gosh.
So my sister and my mum went instead.
Okay.
And I like said to my sister, I was like, right, I gave her like a list of like songs of yours that I love, and I was like, film these for me. I was like, he's on at this time, film them, send them to me. Her and my mum came into my work for like a couple of drinks, because it's like an events venue. They came in for a couple of drinks before the show, and I got a break in between the event. I was running, popped in, and they're still sitting there, and I'm like, Sam, Tyler's on in 5 minutes. Like, what are you still doing here?
Oh gosh.
So she didn't even make it, so I didn't even get the videos.
I'm sorry.
I was so annoyed. I was like, what are you doing here? Like, I have given you my ticket for free.
I don't remember 100% what we played, but I know we only did like 3 songs, maybe 4.
Was Leave Me Alone on there?
I don't think so. I think we played Try Losing One and
I love that one.
maybe a new one at the time. I can't remember. So
It's like, so obviously Try Losing One's like a really like powerful song. Do you like, if you're singing like it for like loads of nights in a row, like do you kind of like start to struggle, or?
a lot of our songs can be like that, but I mean we try to. That's part of putting the set together, is figuring out a way to do it in a way that makes it easier and properly warming up and cooling down. I mean, luckily, knock on wood, we've been pretty good about that not happening super often, not having too many struggles.
Good, yeah.
But yeah, Try Losing One is a tough one for sure.
Yeah, it is a great song though.
Well, thank you.
You're from a really small town in Alabama, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
What was it like just like leaving there and then heading to Nashville?
I mean, Nashville, it was definitely different, like when you pull up and you can see like the city, as you're coming in, like it's still to this day when we pull up, kind of see the skyline, like I can't believe we live here,
Yeah.
Because, I mean, spent a long time in a small town, but
Tell me about it.
Nashville, like the music industry feels like a small town in itself, so like you get the same little things.
Because I feel like everyone kind of knows everyone.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, obviously you get there and just the convenience of not being super far away, that's kind of spoiled me. Like now drives feel longer because, I used to drive 30-40 minutes to work all the time and thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
And now if I drive 30-40 minutes, it's only because the traffic made it that long. It shouldn't have originally. Yeah.
But no, like I was just saying to Eric outside, like I am originally from Aberdeenshire, which is 3.5 hours north of here.
Okay.
And it is like a really small town in the middle of nowhere. But like I live down in Glasgow now, and it's so different.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
Like not even just like the culture's different, like the people are just so different. Like obviously back home it's like a nice wee community where everyone knows everyone. Down here it's a bit like daunting in the sense that you're walking down the street and you're like, anything could happen when you don't know who anyone is.
Absolutely, I understand.
And
that
like
for
you're
sure,
saying with the travel, obviously the travel down here is a lot easier.
Yeah, I've seen
Didn't
that.
even have a train station, and I was an hour and a half on the bus into the nearest city, which is Aberdeen.
Oh
so,
wow.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
fun.
yeah, I've never.
Here's great.
We rode a train to Edinburgh. It's the first time I'd ever been on a train. So.
What did you think of the Scotrail train?
I mean, it wasn't bad to us. It's just like sitting on a plane, really. I guess.
True. Yeah. Did you meet any interesting characters?
No, we had a big group with us, so we were all just sitting together.
Oh, that's okay then, because you can get some very interesting characters on a Scotrail train.
I bet.
Especially from Glasgow. So, what song of yours would you say means the most to you?
Oh wow. I mean, they all mean a lot in different ways. Devil You Know has meant a lot of growth for us, so the song definitely means a lot. It means a lot hearing people sing it back. Call Me First, a song that we just put out, emotionally means a lot.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see connections with that and people understanding the meaning and carrying it in a way that I hope that it's spread and carried. But, I mean, that's a really tough question. I mean, a lot of them are big in their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what one's the most fun to perform?
I really like doing More Than a Prayer. We opened the set last year a lot using with More Than a Prayer. It was a really fun song to play live. Devil You Know is fun as well because a lot of people sing, like, the most people know that song. So that's a fun one live. I love we don't get to do that as much for this shorter set, but I love when we break down and do some stripped songs like acoustic on during our headlining set, and so that's one of my favorite parts of the show. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of it.
Yeah. What song would you say is like one of the ones that is unexpectedly like gets the best reaction?
That's actually really tough. It is cool to see who knows which songs when you put out like an EP, and so we're excited to to try to put out an album soon, and when we can, like seeing which song people gravitate towards. But so far, I mean, last year we did a song called "She Don't Care" at a lot of shows, and a lot of people know that one, and some of them are so much of a surprise that we didn't play them, and then we'd get asked a lot later. We're
Like,
"Oh,
Leave Me
gosh."
Alone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we play "Leave Me Alone" in our longer sets normally, but
Yeah.
yeah, the 30 minutes you definitely are going to leave out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, that's me. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you. Oh
us.
yeah, I appreciate it.